In today's video, we're going over the best TV/monitor settings you guys can use in Warzone 2 right now. PC basically already has all these settings built in, so today we're going to be focusing on the console side for both Xbox and PlayStation. A lot of the colorblind settings for Warzone 2 are not the same as they were in Warzone 1, so they don't really increase saturation or sharpness at all. So today we're going to be using some of the monitor settings on your television set or your monitor set to help you guys see much better and have an overall better experience when playing Warzone 2. So with that being said, if you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe to the channel. And keep in mind that everyone has different televisions and monitor sets. So if you guys are having issues with your specific model, you guys can join my Discord and we can help you guys out there. I can help you in person, or some of the people that are already in the Discord can help you out with your settings. So with that being said, I'm going to go over my settings I use on my monitor, and I'll show you guys how you can apply it to your television or monitor set as well. We're going to start things off with the most requested setting, which is your color. Now this is different for everyone. I personally have my color set to max. My monitor actually has a color vibrant setting. It's a BenQ monitor, and I can actually allow it to go all the way up. So I just maxed that out because I want the game to feel more vibrant. I actually did not have this maxed out on Fortune's Keep and Rebirth Island because the game was actually pretty colorful back then, but Ashika Island actually looks very gray and gloomy. So I actually had to max that out for this game to make it, feel more exciting and colorful. You can reach this setting by going to your picture settings, and if you guys can find saturation or color vibrance or color balance, this usually gives you a good option to allow you to control how much color it's outputting for the game. Now this may not be for everyone, and it's going to be named different things for everyone, so just watch out for that. See if it's like substituted with a different name. Try out every setting you can before you actually give up, but I would recommend you guys play around with this. This is going to be one of the biggest changes you can make on your monitor. I know for a fact that Vizio as well as LG TVs have these settings. I've actually had both of these and I've had multiple of them, and they've all had the settings. So I know for a fact that if you guys have one of those, you guys can definitely use this. And for monitors, I believe Acer, Asus, BenQ, and LG all have those settings as well. I'm not saying that any other monitor does not have those settings, but I know for a fact that those ones do. Alright guys, so moving on to the next setting we're going to talk about is sharpness. Sharpness is very important. This is basically what's responsible for allowing you to see certain objects more clearer, including enemies. If you guys have low sharpness, it can make the game kind of look blurry and it can be hard to identify where enemies are at. So if you guys are having trouble with that specific issue, I would definitely recommend you guys play around with your sharpness settings. Now my sharpness right now is at 5 out of 10, and the reason why is because the game actually has a built-in fidelity CAS. You guys may have already heard of that from the last video, but I actually have that enabled in Warzone 2 right now, which actually increases the sharpness within the game. So you don't actually need to do that if you guys don't want to. That's actually a setting you can just avoid completely. You may not even need to do that on your monitor, depending on how much it already has by default and how much you are using it in the game. Please guys, do not add too much sharpness. It will make the game look grainy. It can be harder to identify objects than what it was when it was softer. So definitely make sure that it's just a nice balanced number that you can see enemies clearly without making the game look super grainy. Alright guys, moving on to the next one, which is brightness. This is also very important. This is going to be responsible for how bright your screen is and how easy it is to see darker areas. I actually use 60 or 6 out of 10 out of my brightness for a monitor. Now I wouldn't really recommend you guys go much higher than that. The game will look very washed, and the colors that you just added to the game are going to look really weird if you have it too high. So I recommend you guys find a sweet spot. I know a lot of gamers that just max out the brightness. They want to see everything. That's actually not going to be the case. Brightness increases not only dark places but light places too, which is basically irrelevant if you're trying to max it out. So I recommend you guys slowly bring that one up. I wouldn't recommend going anything over 70%. I personally play on 60%, and there is an in-game option to change your brightness as well, so you don't really need to play around with that on your monitor. Now I want to just say real quick that if you guys do actually play on a TV, you actually may be in luck because most TVs have these picture settings, whereas a lot of monitors actually don't. And I believe the reason why is because if you actually have an NVIDIA graphics card, usually you can change the color settings and the sharpness settings within NVIDIA Control Center versus actually having a TV. TVs don't have those options, so I believe the actual manufacturers include those with the models just in case. So if you guys have a monitor and you don't have those settings, there may not be much you can do, but I'm pretty sure that almost every TV has those settings. But yeah guys, that's basically all I have for today's video. If you guys are having any trouble guys, make sure to join a Discord. I can help you guys out in person, or I can have some of my buddies there help you guys with anything you guys need help with when it comes to monitor or TV settings. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, love, and understanding always.